Welcome to the Buckle Kings Premier League podcast. This is our second episode.
Welcome, guys.
Welcome. We'll start off this week's discussion with the Premier League fixtures, the wrap-up of Week 9.
Yep.
Some good games. Some very good games.
Very good games.
Some controversial moments.
Should we start off with the...
Let's start with the big one.
Yeah.
The blockbuster.
The real good one, the juicy one.
The game of the week.
It's
Let's start with Carl. Man United, Chelsea. What did you think?
your game.
You got your prediction right, by the way.
Yeah, I did.
You
I
said it was going to
knew-
be a draw and turned out to be a draw.
but I
Last
thought-
second draw.
Yeah. But I thought Chelsea was going to dominate both halves, but it's one of those tale of two halves games where we dominated the first half and Man U dominated the second.
Yeah, because you're a one-man team. Hazard was stopped and Chelsea was stopped.
Not really. We actually could have
Young
scored a
had
couple of
Hazard in his
times.
pocket.
No, the goals they scored were through defensive mistakes. And the goals we scored were actually well built up. Yeah.
I have to completely disagree with
Yeah.
that.
I don't know what game you were
What was
watching,
the great
bro.
build-up to that corner? And that was a defensive mistake.
But that's
as
the
well.
the Sarri where
Exactly.
we actually Sarri just he
Sarri
does set
just what?
plays during training sessions, so that was one of the ones he
That
would
was
have walked on.
that was a good goal. Bakayoko's one.
Yeah,
That was
because he shielded Pogba when he ran behind
Rudiger.
Herrera.
Bakayoko.
my bad. Yeah,
Back in Inter.
yeah, my bad.
He scored from Italy. Great goal.
It's a good cameo appearance
They
by
look similar though. Those two.
Pogba and Bakayoko.
No, Rudiger and Bakayoko. They do. They look the same. My
Nah,
bad.
not really.
They do, man.
Nah,
they
I disagree.
they do. But yeah, anyway,
What
that
do
was well
you
set
think
up.
of Pogba's reaction to it? Like he
was
reacted
justified.
like as if it was someone else's fault.
No, he
Kinda
reacted like it was his
kinda
mistake.
Don't
He-
you reckon? Like he's got Rudiger in a good defensive position, but he doesn't kind of see what's happening behind him. And then Lindelof has Luis, I believe, and then he's kind of blocked. So Lindelof should pick up the runner from that point onwards. So
Yeah.
Lindelof should pick up what's his name?
Nah, I disagree. I think Pogba.
Goal scorer.
See, I think
He should just shift across, and then Pogba should pick up
Bakayoko.
Yeah, not Bakayoko.
I think Pogba should have anticipated Rudiger running
Rudiger.
behind
That's it.
the other player. It's like he didn't even know that was like one of the situations that could have happened. Where he
Like
could have ran
switched on
behind the player.
players, switched on players should see that that's happening.
But
and
that's
then
man
shift
marking.
across.
You can't shift
requires
man
the
marking.
communication. If
Yeah,
Pogba
it's the
doesn't,
communication
if-
factor.
if Pogba doesn't say to Lindelof,
Well, Lindelof
You-
should
you-
see it. It's happening.
you take Rudiger, I've got
no,
Luis.
but Pogba's got his back turned to see what's happening. He doesn't see that he's being blocked, right? So Lindelof should see it because he's in that situation. He should go, okay, we've got a problem here. I'll pick up the runner, and then Pogba will shift across.
It all depends, like how they're set up. Are they set up for zonal marking? If it's zonal marking,
Yeah,
then it's
Mourinho came
Lindelof's
out and
fault.
said it's a bit of both. He said
If it's man marking, it's Pogba's
it's both. It's both.
But this was man marking
It's
in
clearly
terms of
both of them
Rudiger.
are
He's
man
getting
marking.
marked by Pogba.
Both Lindelof and Pogba look like they're man marking.
yeah,
they
but
don't
then
look like they're zone
Mourinho
marking.
even said there is a.
Yeah,
we're
there's
playing
some
both.
of them. Some of them are zone marking, but I think they're more the ones like at that 6-yard box line.
Yeah.
but it's just you should see that problem is happening, and you know.
Yeah, but
Stop
this
it.
Definitely, I agree. Like
this was squarely on Pogba. This is
It's-
like
I
no
don't-
one
it's-
else's fault
it's
but
a-
Pogba's.
it's both. It's a failure of communication between.
The thing
both of
is,
Yeah,
it's
and
quick,
Pogba
it's smart play by Chelsea, and to be able to beat that, you got to outsmart him, right? And Lindelof should have seen that.
Is right. Like we're talking about whose mistake it was. It was actually, in fact, it was a great play.
Exactly,
From
like
Chelsea.
Yes, you can
That's
see
right.
it by
The way
the
they set it
celebrations
up
later when
was
Rudiger
fantastic.
started hugging Willian. Like this is one of the plays we just trained at in the training
Yeah,
session. and
definitely.
we
it
just
is
pulled it off.
definitely. You can
Training
tell.
one.
Like
yeah,
when you watch
it
the
was great.
replays, you can tell. Like
yeah, it was like
Luis drags a player away, like not physically, but like he leaves his area, which creates that gap exactly where.
Not just
But
that,
the goal
also
was scored.
the two Chelsea players who were like standing in that 6-yard box zone, they run away as well and leave
Yeah,
a gap there as
that's
well.
right.
Exactly.
There was
So
a
none of
massive
the
gap.
other Man United players can pick it up too.
Yeah,
yeah, you
The
can tell
goal-
Sarri actually looked at the menu defensive plays during set pieces.
Yeah, because similar thing happened the week before, where Man United conceded a goal. Similar type of situation.
Yeah, it's like other coaches are finding like gaps in his set pieces.
Well, yeah, that's what you
I
do.
think-
But it was a good goal, and we also saw Pogba's hop again. If you if you watch him make mistakes, he's always got this bounce. He does it a few times. Like he becomes this kangaroo. He jumps on the spot and he does like a spin. It's quite funny.
It was
enjoy
worth
I
it.
think overall he played pretty well in the second half.
In the second half.
In the
yeah.
second
the
half,
whole
yeah.
United team did.
Yeah.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
the first half, it was 100% Chelsea. Second half, 100% Man United.
Yeah,
Yep.
Chelsea just didn't turn up. Like they had they stopped Hazard and they stopped Chelsea.
Yeah, it's mainly because we don't have a striker as well. If we had a striker,
yeah,
we could
man.
bounce Hazard off.
But you were saying when you guys got Morata, you got a proven striker. What happened to this proven striker?
He quickly improved himself.
He is got to be one of the weakest strikers.
easily.
He's a big
For-
guy.
for
and
a guy on
he
his
falls over so
size.
easily, man.
That's the thing with
Exactly.
Chelsea.
It's because he's used to getting fouls in those other leagues. He comes to the Premier League, he
Yes.
struggles.
He
There's
wonders.
There's not much goals in Chelsea besides Hazard.
Yeah, because when he had Costa there, he used to bounce plays off the striker, even with Drogba there. But with Morata and Giroud
Giroud doesn't
would have
score.
been way better. But Giroud actually assists Hazard when he's running and he bounces the
think-
ball back
I
at
think
him.
Giroud definitely is like a better hold-up player than Morata.
Oh
Well,
yeah,
they
Giroud
changed-
should have started the game.
Once Giroud came
100%.
on, Chelsea were better in that second
Oh
half.
yeah, even Pedro when he came on.
Yeah. True.
Who do you think Sarri will settle with, Willian or Pedro?
He swaps them both, but it's like he uses Willian in set pieces when he's kicking the ball in. But Pedro for me would be better because the style of play suits Pedro because he was used to the tiki-taka style back at Barca, and for him to do Sarri ball, that's like a similar style
Sorry,
of play.
ball.
Yeah,
Is what we're calling it.
yeah, that's what
That's
it's
what
called.
they-
That's the
that's
name.
what
And
they
that's the
call
actual
it.
name. I'm not making it
They
up.
love calling it.
No, I don't like it.
What did you guys think of the Ross Barkley goal?
Ah.
Oh,
It's
it's,
scrappy,
it's,
bro.
it's too
What about
scrappy.
it?
We
It's
had like
there
4
in the
attempts
box.
at it.
It was like watching an old Man United team where there's like, just kick it in, just kick it in, just kick
Fergie
it
time.
in.
Fergie time.
Yep, that's exactly what it was.
But it was a
And
good
it
header
paid
by
off.
Luis.
Oh yeah,
It came off the bar, I believe.
yeah.
Was it? And then Rudiger.
Because the second goal was his, like the second Man U goal was his fault, and I think he tried to make it up by going above and beyond like what was asked of him. So he get that header in, and then Rudiger tried to score, missed, and then Ross Barkley poked it in.
Is he a good signing now, Carl?
Ross Barkley,
Yeah.
yeah, to meet the quota, yes, he is.
To
For
meet
Englishman, he's actually really good.
the English quota,
Yeah.
the minimum.
Yeah, like considering all the English midfielders out there, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
Well, I think
he's saying
I'm,
that
I'm
now
saying
'cause he
midfielders,
scored.
not wingers. Like that's excluding Sterling and who's the other guy? The other winger.
Something controversial coming up here.
the other English winger, you mean?
Yeah.
Who's the other English winger?
There's Sterling. Who's the guy on the other side?
Sane.
No, for England.
Not for Man
England?
City, for England.
Ah, for England.
Danny Welbeck.
No. What? Not what? What? I have no idea. Do they even have another good winger on there?
The English winger.
Isn't it either like Rashford or
That's right, Rashford. But isn't he a striker though? Isn't he up front?
Yeah,
oh no,
I
they have
think he
Kane
plays
up front.
wide. He
Rashford
plays
missed
wide.
so many chances.
Yeah.
they play the front three.
Do you think that
Kane,
guy's a bit
Rashford,
overrated?
and Sterling.
For English players, actually really good.
You reckon?
Rashford.
Yeah.
Hmm.
If I had to like
think-
meet the
do you think he's a
quota
bit
for English players, I would
overrated?
get him.
I don't know. It's hard to judge in a Mourinho team.
I reckon Martial played really well.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe he signed another contract.
He played really well, especially that second goal. It was a great finish.
Oh, yeah. That was nice. Around the defender and keeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good goal. The first one was decent too, wasn't it?
The first one was just like ping ball in the box
Yeah.
and
yeah.
just finished it.
that's
But he
right.
still finished it pretty well.
Yeah, exactly. It was a good game though. It was quality.
I
Yeah.
think both Rashford and Hazard were both disappointing in that game. And they're
Rashford was
both
very
meant to be like
disappointing.
the-
Hazard was just marked out of the game. He
Yeah,
was
Yeah.
it's not to say Hazard didn't try. Like he tried, but it's
But that's
just
the
he was
thing,
really
it's-
tightly
I
marked.
think you
what-
needed Giroud up there because Morata wasn't giving him anything. You gotta have someone up front to give him something. Because if Giroud
Yeah,
was
to
up
hold
there,
up-
he would
hold
have.
up play,
Yeah,
hold up the
because he
ball.
can't make his runs if the other guy, if Morata just falls over. It's like he's
And I-
making the run and he doesn't get the ball back.
I think that's probably the first game where I've seen Jorginho shut down.
Yeah, he was.
Like
Yeah.
Jorginho
He was.
didn't
That's
seem
a
to
good
do
point.
much.
Because that's what Chelsea's game is revolved around him. He's the pivotal man in that team. Like we all
Yes.
talk about Hazard, but you need that.
What do you guys
Person
think of
to distribute.
Kante in this new role?
Yeah, I don't know.
This game, I feel like he just looked lost.
Like, to be honest, every time I watch Chelsea now, I can't even like see a meaningful thing he does. Like, I just don't
He just
remember.
seems lost. Like he runs between the lines and like
I don't think he's lost. He's just like he just does minimum.
It's just foreign ground for him because you used to seeing him being everywhere.
Mm.
Now it's like, where is his position?
exactly. Like you
he
sometimes
plays
see him just
further up the
drifting
field
around.
and he's given more
He's
license to
definitely
like go
having more
further
shots.
forward.
Definitely having more shots. He had a few in that game.
He
did.
finds himself in those positions where he can take shots, but
Mm.
like he's never you never see him in the lead up to anything great. He's just part of kind of the standard pass the ball around, and then he gets lost in defense. Like he's not there, and that's not his fault.
Yeah, you
That's
only
like,
see him
that's the
when, like, we
position he's
lose the
playing
ball.
in.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
That's
just
what
gonna
Sarri
take
tells him
time,
to do.
probably. Maybe.
Yeah,
Do you think Hazard's gonna leave?
depends on how much Real Madrid put in an offer for. Because wasn't it
What
they
do you think's
almost
his price?
equaled the most minutes
Yeah,
played
good-
without
good
scoring
question.
a goal?
What do you think's his
What's his
price?
price? Carl?
What did Coutinho go for?
140, 150?
Well, I think based on my recollection, Real Madrid put an offer for $110 million for Hazard in the
Is
last
that
transfer.
pounds?
Or
euros?
can't
Yeah,
remember.
it'll be pounds. It wouldn't be dollars.
Like
It'll
euros.
be euros.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, euros even. That's even lower then.
Yeah. Then pounds, yeah.
He'd be worth more than that. You wouldn't be able to get it.
I think he's
Yeah.
got to be similar to Coutinho.
In terms of price,
Yeah.
no, it'll be much higher.
Yeah, it'd be much
If Real
higher.
Madrid's gonna buy him, considering the gold drought they're going through right now, they will fork over $200 million for him.
They're
Easy.
not gonna give 200 million.
They can't score a goal, and they need a goal scorer. And Hazard's a top goal scorer in
How long
in
has
the
he got
EPL.
left on his contract?
He signed a new contract recently, so I think he's got 3-4 years.
Be a
It's
fair-
not the- it's not
Coutinho had
the-
5, I believe.
I think it's the age factor. How old's Coutinho?
Continue. Who's that?
He's Coutinho's brother.
Do you mean Coutinho? Because he's a cunt, yes.
How old is he?
He's younger than Hazard
Yeah, I think that's what came into play. The age
and his
factor.
contract, so he's going to get less than him, surely.
But you
But
need a player now.
Carl rates Hazard much higher than Coutinho.
Yeah, obviously.
They're about equal.
Yeah, I put them on a similar level. There's not much between them. You could say Hazard's better. That's fine. I won't disagree with you, but not much better.
Yeah, I've seen multiple pundits this season quote Hazard as being the best player in the EPL at the moment.
At
I
the
agree with
moment,
them.
after
Yeah, because
9
Coutinho's
games.
gone.
Yeah, you got to brace off the buying of the player right now. You're not going to base it off last season.
Yeah, I think that title's
When
been
you buy a
thrown
player,
around
you
in the
can't
last
just
couple
go-
of weeks, but that's because of the League Cup game and then the Premier League game. We'll see. It's early.
It's only
Yeah.
because Kevin De Bruyne's been injured.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
De
fuck.
Bruyne lover.
Do they even need him?
He
They
loves
win
him.
games 5-0 without him.
Semi-plastic City
He
supporter.
played.
No,
he played
previous
half
games.
an hour.
We were talking about it last week. Whether he'd
Yeah,
be back.
yeah, he did. He came off
You talk
the
about
bench.
your date with De Bruyne or something. Oh, big,
Let's move on to the big
the big
controversial factor
Yeah. Yeah.
in that match.
Yes. And what was that, Carl?
Is when Ross Barkley scored the winning goal
Yeah.
and one of Sarri's assistants ran down the touchline.
Disgraceful.
I wouldn't say disgraceful. I think it was
No
justified.
class.
I think the class was there, but but it's directed in like a wrong manner towards the opposition coach.
No surprises. It's Chelsea after all.
No, yeah. The bad part was he said it on the way down to Mourinho, like in a gesture that like we just scored, and on his way back he was more adamant in his
Celebrations,
celebration, which is what pissed Mourinho off. Mourinho let the first one
I don't think
pass.
He didn't
but
even
the
see the
I don't
first
think
one.
he saw the first
He
one.
didn't see the first one.
I think that was close,
the
eh, to his face.
Yeah.
The issue so the first one he's like maybe 1.5 meters away, 2 meters away, so it's fine.
He had his
The
back turned to
second
him.
one, when he was like on his way back to the tunnel
Yeah.
thing, he went like
He looked
It
him
looked
in
like
the
he was
eyes.
like
Yeah, it's directed
30
right at him.
centimeters
He
from
looked him
Mourinho.
right
It
in
looked
the
like
eye.
it was
Doing
right
these
in
ones.
front of him.
Yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
funny looking at Rojo's face.
But,
like everyone's looking at the guy looking at Mourinho, but Rojo's looking at the Mourinho's face to see what kind of reaction he's getting. It's like, well, what are you gonna
But
do?
even
What are you
Mourinho's
gonna
reaction was over
do?
the
No,
top.
Mourinho's reaction was,
I don't even
was
know
justified.
what Mourinho was attempting to do. Was he actually attempting to start a fight with
No,
him?
he's a bitch. He's just gonna
He was
like
going to
no,
do
he's
what
gonna get
Wenger
pulled
did to
back.
him.
The guy's 60 years old, and he's not
Well,
gonna
like,
start a
there's
fight
people
with like
there
another
that are gonna
person.
pull him
Like,
back
why
and pull the
would
other
you?
guy back. He
He
ain't gonna
like
do
jumped
anything.
up and ran after
He
the
ain't
guy.
gonna do
Like,
nothing, Mourinho.
if he caught him, what was he gonna do? Just yell at him?
You want to fight?
He ain't gonna do nothing. And then I can't believe he's gonna go on his high horse when he's like eye gouging coaches. You know, he's got priors. Like he should have just like, confronted him, but not in such an aggressive way. I reckon. You should have just gone like, "What are you doing? Like, what's up?" Not like,
I
Yeah, he
wonder,
did.
I wonder
not
if-
like, "Oh,
he
I'm gonna
didn't go up
jump
there
you."
and start fighting, like
wonder
throwing
if they
fists
have
around.
Like,
history.
going down the tunnel. What history?
like, I wonder if they have
No.
history from when Mourinho was there.
No, it's
No,
Sarri's
it's
backroom
Sarri's
coach. It is
assistant
from
coach.
Sarri.
Yeah, he
he
brought him
brought
over from Napoli. Yeah. So
But do we know
there's
that?
no connection. Like Chelsea apologized. He after the match, Sarri and the assistant went up to Mourinho. They apologized. Mourinho,
Yeah, but it was all cleared up at the end.
yeah, everything got cleared up. It shouldn't be in the media anymore. Done
Yeah,
and
he's got to
dusted.
clear it up because he's got that thing hanging over him as well.
Are we
Mourinho.
gonna give that coach the Buckle King Award for the week?
He's one of them.
That's my one.
It's
That's
a
one
tough.
of the,
It's gonna be a tough finish.
Nominee. He's a Buckle
Buckle
King.
King nominee.
He's a nominee.
I've got a couple more nominees.
Yeah, there are a few.
Is Newcastle one of them?
Newcastle.
The whole team.
No, the whole
team.
club.
Didn't you say Newcastle was going to win against Brighton in
The
your
whole club,
last match
bro,
preview?
The whole club. They're going down.
Mike Ashley can get the award.
relegated.
Mate,
Relegated.
They're going south. They're going south.
Ref are out.
We are
Quickly.
officially last.
Are you?
Yeah.
Last.
Wow.
2 points.
But that, honestly, we'll touch up on it later, but that shouldn't have been given that corner. The one with
Yeah, apparently it
Newcastle
wasn't a
Twice.
corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, apparently it
Twice in
wasn't a
2
corner.
games
That was
in a row,
ridiculous.
we've been scored against or
Do you,
cheated out of.
do you
a
want to
goal.
move on to that game?
Let's go on to that
While
game.
we're
Did anyone
we're on
watch
the
it?
topic? Yeah, I
Yeah.
watched it.
I didn't watch it.
Actually, I think I watched like the highlights, but one of those
Yeah, I saw the
longer
highlights.
highlights.
It was like
Because it's on at the same time as the other games. I believe.
Newcastle
Yeah,
dominated
this
the
was one of the
games.
lackluster games.
Newcastle dominated dominant as Newcastle could ever be.
Was the
They played the-
domination 51% to 49?
Nah, they had like 60% or 60 something percent
60%
possession.
in their own box.
I think they finished with like 20 attempts.
Shots
at
on goal.
20 attempts at goal
I don't
versus
believe it.
like 5
Yeah,
or
but
Dean,
something.
can you
Those
put that
20
up? I
attempts were in the
believe
corner.
Paul Curry's
But then
making the numbers up.
Rosette.
There was like in the first few minutes we should have scored. Josi Perez just shot straight at the keeper. Should have put that one away. 1-on-1 basically through on goal.
What do you think the issue is with Newcastle?
We don't
It's
have
like,
a
Is it your defense? Is it your midfielder? Is it your striker?
I think we don't have
All
a
of the
out and
above.
out goal scorer. We don't have a goal scorer.
Goal scorer.
You do, Kennedy. He's
What happened
a
to
gun
Rondon?
player.
Is he injured? I think he is.
I'm not sure.
Even Rondon for West Brom was shit. I wouldn't even classify him.
But he's still like
Nah.
He's an
provides
option.
so much more
Our-
than
our
what they
options
have.
at
I would
the
rather
moment-
Morata than Rondon.
Our options at the moment are Rondon, Yosulu, and Perez.
Who's that?
Well, that's your budget.
Singaporean
You
or
can't
Malaysian?
Oh yeah,
So you want better players.
new guy, Mutu,
Yeah, Mutu, yeah. He had a clear chance as well.
the header.
The header.
Yeah, that was a tricky one though.
Yeah, he could have done better, I thought.
Yeah, I agree. Should have probably put that.
But that's
one
what
away.
$1 million buys.
He just had
you.
to be more patient, I think.
Yeah, I
That
think
one
so.
there, I think he like snatched at it type thing.
But at the end of the day, that goal that they conceded, that wasn't a corner. And the linesman should have seen that. It was clear.
I feel sorry for Rafa.
And it was a deflection as well.
Yeah, it was a big deflection, the goal.
Like-
Yeah, it was unfortunate.
One of those goals that like if it gets scored against you, you're just like, what can you do?
But then again, Matt Ryan had an awesome game. He saved a lot
actually-
of
he
good
actually-
shots.
Yeah, I saw that
Kept
one.
them in the
It was
game.
a great save.
It's actually there's a few rumblings about not being happy with Rafa now, I think.
What, by the
Mm,
fans?
Yeah. I actually
Nah.
visited a Newcastle forum and read up on
course.
some posts, and some of them aren't happy with him. They just
What are they saying?
What's the
Look,
ratio?
look,
though?
think he's a bit too
look at
negative.
these stats.
they're a bit too
20,
they're a bit too
22
negative.
shots. Like,
But looking at those stats, you can't actually blame
27
Rafa
shots,
because it
not
looks like his
27,
tactics
sorry.
actually working. It's just the players aren't there to like convert those chances. Look at those stats. That's ridiculous for Rafa to get those.
Yeah,
'Cause
but
he
look,
can't
look
go
at the
out and
problem you
buy-
have. Look, you have 27 shots, but only 6 are on target. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, because the rest are like blocked.
no,
Or off
No, off target.
block gets on target too, I believe.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I believe
No,
they are.
block don't go on target.
Yeah.
No, I think Sinan's
I'm
right.
pretty sure they do.
Because there's another stat for saves.
Yeah,
Surely
but
it
saves by
does.
the
Like,
keeper.
that's still on target, surely. Is a block shot on target? Shots blocked by any other player who is not the last man are not counted as shots on target. Okay.
Boom.
There you go.
But maybe some of them were the last man.
I doubt it. I think the last man's the keeper.
Nah, but that's not a block.
In that
that's a
defin-
save.
Yeah, but
surely.
if the keeper's out
a
of
block
his,
is only like
if the
when a
keeper's
defender does it.
out of his goal for whatever reason and a player clears it off the line, that'd be a
Yeah,
block shot.
no, that's also a save as well, I think. Or is the save only
Nah,
counted
I think
as
a
a keeper?
save has to be a keeper.
Yeah, I think that's how it's done. The save's only done by the keeper.
Anyways,
But yeah, they got.
We should have won that game.
Who they play
but-
next?
We now have a run of, I think it's 9 games where we play.
you said this last week,
Yeah, so Brighton
where your
Brighton
season.
kicked it
Sinan
off.
also said it too. Your
Well, yeah.
season starts.
Yeah.
It did,
from that
it
game.
did. But we played much better. And next week, we'll play better again.
Is that at home?
Who do they play?
I think it's away. I think you're away.
Playing?
That's tough, man.
This coming week,
Yes.
I'm not sure. I can't remember.
Well, we're going to talk about that later anyway.
Yeah, but it's not a good start of the season for you
Bad
guys.
start for
No,
Newcastle.
it's the worst start in our history
I think
since
you-
like 1898 or something.
I think you're going to go down.
You probably had better players back then as well.
Probably. Newcastle are quite bad.
No, you just need the players. You can't go around
I think
buying
we just
like
need a goal scorer.
championship
If we
players.
can get a goal scorer in January, we'll be good.
But you might be already out by January.
Nah, we'll get some points now.
You desperately need some points now.
Yeah, you're going to have to pick up some points. Well, let's move on to the next fixture. We'll talk about the we'll actually talk about the Liverpool game.
Yeah, let's do that.
The Liverpool Huddersfield game. Tough game, very tough game. Huddersfield put up a good fight actually.
They're a top team, eh?
No, they're not a top team.
You were just worried about, or you were just talking about the international break and how much you hate it.
Yeah, I know, man. Like
And
every
it
time,
just
every
fell on ya.
time there's an international break, Liverpool players get injured. I don't know. It's because we put so much into the way we play. It's so demanding.
Yeah, it's
and
demanding
then
way
when
of
they go
club
away,
style.
I think that could be it.
when they go away, it's like
The conditioning's not there.
yeah, and because we play such demanding football, any other football on top of that is just gonna put that pressure on.
It could also be the grounds that they're playing on as well.
Oh yeah.
that
I think it's probably partly mental. Like, it's Huddersfield. They don't get themselves up for the game. Like
no,
they
I
do
mean
other
like when they
games.
do go away to
And
those
get injured,
internationals
yeah.
and they get injured.
Like Mane playing in Africa, their
I
grounds
think
wouldn't
it's,
be that as
um,
good. Probably have ditches in their ground.
Well,
Oh,
settle down.
definitely. Definitely the pitch quality would be like pretty bad
Yeah,
in some
exactly.
places.
The surface
International-
makes a
Rel-
big
relative
difference.
to the Premier League,
Yeah.
anyway.
yeah,
Oh
of course.
yeah.
But Liverpool had we were quite comfortable in patches, but Huddersfield had their chances. It's everyone.
Oh, yeah,
everyone
they had-
thought it'd be be a goal fest. 5-0, 4-0. We only scored the one goal. That was a bit surprising, but the front three is just not. They're not clicking at the moment.
And Firmino
We
came
had
off the
some
bench
good
again.
chances.
I'm surprised by that.
Sorry?
I'm surprised that Firmino came off the bench again.
Well,
It's 'cause
he had a long haul
Bra-
flight
the
too, didn't
Brazilians
he?
always come back late, and I think Klopp said it's fatigue for those reasons. He started off the bench.
Okay.
Yeah, they're flying to South America, so
And
instead of a 4-hour
Huddersfield,
flight, it's
they
10
had-
or whatever.
they had a one of their shots came off the post. They had one where it was like basically 1-on-1 with the keeper. Could have finished. Went over the top.
The one off the post was a good shot.
That was
Yeah.
a great
I
shot.
thought that was going in.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
Yeah, I was going to say
Salah's
that.
goal was nice. That was the old Salah. He came back from last season.
Yeah, it was a good
But then he
finish.
had another shot at goal, which he should have scored as well.
that one was disappointing as well. Man, you should have seen me, guys. I was like, oh my God, I was screaming.
Were you happy with Lallana?
Yeah, you got to be. He's been he hasn't played properly for a year and a half. He's been on and off.
So you reckon you guys will sell him?
Long injury layoff, and he's come back. He did all right. But we were missing Mane and Firmino from the start, and Keita, even Milner. Like, he had to come off. He had that slight knock the week
So in a
before.
way, like, you guys got lucky with the fixtures. If you guys had like a harder team like Tottenham, you guys could have struggled or even lost the game.
Possibly, but
It's hard to say. Like, they might have been set up a lot better.
plus,
Possibly.
like, Huddersfield,
It's hard to tell.
any game away in the Premier League is not easy.
Nah.
Yeah, you got to remember that. Like, games away are always going to be tough. Because they're in the bottom three, you think, it should be a bit easier. But coming off the international break, and Klopp has a horrible record, actually, after the international games playing the bottom three.
Oh, really?
He doesn't have a good record. But we got the job done. And you got to be happy with
Yeah,
that.
you
that's,
got your
that's
3
all that
points.
matters. That
Yeah.
3
What about,
points.
And if you look at the start to last season, we've scored more goals and conceded less at this same point as last
Yeah,
season.
you're saying you guys have only conceded
3 goals.
3 goals.
3 goals in the Premier League.
That's amazing.
We have a great record.
Who do you credit for that?
Van Dijk.
Van Dijk, I knew he was
Alisson.
going to say that.
The whole
Like,
backline.
if you look at the
The whole backline's playing well.
Nah.
if you look at the second half of season once Van Dijk came in last season,
Yeah,
the defense improved. So he's huge in that.
I think I agree with that.
And
What do you
Alisson.
think's happening with... Is there anything up with Alexander-Arnold?
No, I think it's just
He's been dropped.
yeah, I don't know if it's dropped. I think it's just he had a couple of bad games, and you got to remember he's only 19. He's young. Just
Yeah,
giving
so
him
he got dropped.
dropped is when you're like really underperforming. I don't think he could have played.
Yeah, you trying
Maybe
to
he's
say he
not
got
pulling
dropped?
his weight.
No, I don't see. Do you reckon? I don't call it drop.
Yeah, you can get dropped for a game. It doesn't mean,
Yeah.
you know.
I'm not saying he's dropped forever.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
I don't
Maybe
think
he's
you're
getting
gone.
rested
Doesn't
for
mean
the
I think
he's
Europa
dropped is
League.
harsh though.
Yeah, but like...
Rotated. He's been rotated.
That's
Yeah,
the
that's a
rotated.
better
He's
word.
been rotated, guys.
He's been rotated back to the B team.
B team's still a good team. Nah, he'll be back. There's a lot of games coming up.
Do you prefer Gomez as centre back or?
Yes, Gomez this season has been a phenomenon. He's been fantastic. I really like him in that position. Him and Van Dijk at centre back, and Trent. Especially, I'm surprised that Klopp went with this. Especially when we play teams that are, you know, more defensive or not as successful going forward, like Huddersfield. They haven't scored a goal at home. They haven't scored a goal at home in the last 10 games.
Wow, I didn't know that's
Yeah.
that.
That is not.
They haven't scored a goal at home this season. Like, very surprising that
Well, that is very
Trent doesn't play for
surprising.
that game because he's more offensive
Mm.
than Gomez, and he has more assists and he whips those balls in.
I feel like Klopp's taking a more
He
conservative
is.
approach
I agree.
this season.
He is.
The start of
He's
the
playing
year,
the long game.
Ooh.
he's actually
Is he scared?
he's not like
No, he's not scared. What is this?
he's the players aren't
conceding.
like crazy
Cup.
pressing. They seem to be like more pressing in
Yeah.
midfield rather than the front three pressing.
Mm,
I don't know if that's him trying to conserve the
he
front
is.
three.
I agree. I think so because he's really going for it this season. He always does, but I think he believes that this season he has a chance at the title. And
he
he's
does.
playing the long game, and he's still got to manage through those tough European ties. So, yeah, I believe so. I think we will improve in the second half of the season.
So it's slowly like getting defensive players in there and telling the front players to drift back a bit
I don't
more.
know.
In
I
like
don't-
a parking the bus kind of way. So it's slowly evolving into
that is good.
Mourinho.
Oh, I like that. I know what you're doing because I've always attacked your team for parking the bus for those years, and you're finally trying to turn it. But you're wrong. Honestly,
I can see it happening the next couple of years.
the front three aren't clicking. That doesn't mean that he's going defensive.
Okay.
It's like Klopp teams can never be defensive.
Okay. I believe.
Should,
Good try, buddy.
should we
Good
move
try.
on to the next game?
Yeah.
Have you said your piece about your Liverpool team?
No, I'm just proud of them. They got the 3 points. They did a good job. Job done. Move on. Bing,
All
bing,
right.
bada, boom. Boom. Let's go.
I want to talk about the Wolves-Watford game.
Oh, that was a good game.
And we all said it was going to be a good game, and
Very
it
surprising.
lived up to it.
Very
It
surprising.
was a really good game, but we thought it would go the other way
Exactly.
because all of us picked the Wolves to win this game.
But we did say it was going to be a good game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was. And it
we
was.
did say there's going to be goals in it.
I think Watford with their double kind of 2 goals in 1 minute type thing just
Killed
shocked
it
Wolves.
off. Because their
And they
defending
couldn't recover
is
after that.
unbelievable. And I watched that game and they really play physical. Like, I thought Wolves would be able to cope with that, but I didn't see them cope with
Because
that.
they
Well,
got...
that's what we discussed last week. Watford are a huge physical presence on the field. Like,
Yeah,
they
but the
can
last couple of
compete with
games they
anyone
almost
just
won them
based on
too.
their
It's not
physicality.
like they lost like convincingly.
No,
They actually
exactly. They
pushed the other team to the. Like,
they're in the game all the time. All the time they're in the game. And
Sinan's
for
about
me,
to
like,
destroy our
we
microphones.
we almost had an
but
accident
we
there.
survived.
we had like they had like 2 great goals in that.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah.
against
In
the
that
run of
game.
play, that first one.
yeah.
The first one. Great finish by Etienne Capoue.
Yeah.
Through the legs of the defender. Goalkeeper had no chance.
He basically didn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
Didn't
stood there
move
and watched it go in.
You can't
That's how good the goal was.
couldn't see it. And then even the second goal
The
from
second goal
Pereira.
was a great finish.
It was a great finish.
It was like
Even
the
the-
outside of his boot.
Yep.
Yeah, even him controlling it after it came over his shoulder, trapped and let the ball roll and then just caught it on the bounce and
Nice.
into
That was
top
like
corner.
the kickoff, wasn't it?
Like, not
relatively,
long after.
not right
Yeah.
straight
like a
from
minute.
it.
They
within
they
the goal? Within the
basically
minute.
they basically pickpocketed Wolves in midfield
Yeah,
and then just
Ran
released.
down and scored.
So basically off the kickoff, yeah?
pretty much, Sinan, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because they're not kicking off the opposition is and they want it back straight away. Guys, that's what I meant, yeah? We're all on the same page? Yeah.
It's all good, Sinan. just shut up.
What's the next game we're going to touch on?
Oh, the Gunners, mate. The Gunners and their
Have-
lucky streak.
What about Tottenham? We should touch on Tottenham against West Ham.
Okay,
That's
you
their-
wanna- You want to go
that's
there?
their-
You want to close up on the Gunners?
That's
You
their-
want to finish this
that's-
topic
That's
on
right.
the Gunners?
It's the last game
Is
of
that
the
what you
round,
wanna
so
do,
why
mate?
not?
There's not
Yeah,
much
so-
to talk about with Spurs and West Ham
I just
anyway.
wanted to say is like that's their fourth win on the trot. So they're the second most informed team after
The Gunners.
the Gunners, which is the next game we want to talk about.
It's a good lead way into
That's
the Gunners
right.
game.
Just
I
wanted
will
to say that
mention-
they're second after.
Do you think West Ham will struggle now that Yarmolenko's done his Achilles?
Maybe.
Yeah, that's
Do
a
you think
good
they'll
point.
lose
Probably.
him? Like,
They'll be safe. They're gonna
Yeah,
be safe.
they'll be in the top
They'll be
10.
safe. They're not
Yeah.
going to get
But maybe
relegated.
they
because Newcastle will take up one spot.
Guaranteed.
I think Fulham and Huddersfield possibly
Yeah.
with the others.
Oh man, Fulham been playing
that was-
horrible.
I think Cardiff,
What's happening with
Huddersfield.
Fulham.
Oh, maybe Cardiff. Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Did you
Cardiff
watch
is a
that
good
game?
shout. You don't want to say Newcastle.
Like,
later.
Surprisingly bad.
No, I think Newcastle will be safe. I'm confident.
Okay. Carl and I are just talking about the Fulham Cardiff
Well, we haven't
game.
even spoken about the Tottenham game.
Yeah,
We
we're done.
did. They
We're done.
won.
We're done.
Doesn't matter.
No one cares
Tottenham
about
won. No one cares about Tottenham. Let's
Yeah.
move on.
No one cares.
Sorry. Now we'll come
Yeah,
back.
so Fulham Cardiff. Did you guys watch that game? Sinan did.
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah. I
It
watched
was
it.
horrible.
Yeah.
It was
Very
like
open.
watching probably not even. I'm not going to even say championship game because even some of their games are pretty good. This
Well,
was bad.
Basically, was a championship game.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah, they
it
both
was.
came up.
But Shola's goal was world class. Like,
Yeah,
how he,
that
like,
was a
just
great
came back
finish.
in.
I don't
and
know
then
how they
bam,
signed
top
him.
corner. Yeah.
So much money in the
Do you
Premier
think?
League. That's
Do you
why.
think
There's so much money in the EPL.
They can't say that.
Who's going to say that?
No wonder Newcastle's in this position.
I don't know. It was pretty far
They're all
out.
delusional.
They should have said that. That was easy.
Shaved it.
He's getting you back for the Park the Bus comment.
Yeah, bro. Watch out. Watch
Need
out.
a few more comments to come back.
But yeah, okay, we'll finally touch on the Gunners. That was a beautiful game this morning. I loved every second
You
half
got lucky,
minute of it.
man. You got lucky again.
Exactly.
The holding should have been sent off. Should have been a pen.
Should have been a pen.
2-0
Easy
down.
pen. Like,
Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It
Vardy
didn't
would have
happen.
finished
We
that.
finished it.
You've had so much luck this season. You're like probably the luckiest team in the league.
exactly.
You make your luck when you win 10 games on the
You
trot.
make your luck when you pay off the people
10
off
games
the right
on the
people.
trot. 10 wins.
in all competitions, including the
competitions.
Europa
Can you
League.
believe it? Ozil's actually running.
Yeah, he
I know.
played well.
He played
this morning.
awesome.
It's against
man.
Leicester, though.
Excellent.
Like, you want to
He
see him
played
actually
so-
do that against the top 4 teams.
you say this every week.
And every
still
time
gotta
they
beat
play,
these
he
teams.
disappears.
You still got to beat these teams.
Yeah, that's right. You got to beat them.
But he did that last season too, where he showed up against the bad teams, and then when you needed him against like
He didn't play this good.
Yeah, but he still played good enough to beat him.
He had a blinder of a game this game.
Yeah,
This morning
this
he
was
was
easily
fantastic.
like one of his best games.
He was fantastic this
Yeah.
morning. That goal that he set up.
Which
third
one?
The third one, I think it was.
No,
The second one.
The second
where he
one.
went through
In
like
midfield,
5
he,
people.
like back heels at Kona and then
Nah,
he dummies.
that was the third goal.
Yeah, he dummies.
The second goal was the one where he put that through ball
For
past.
Bellerin,
that
and
pass.
Bellerin just
Yeah.
went past.
But he's got that in
Perfect
his
weight.
locker. He's got that in his locker.
Like
Yeah.
perfect weight on
Perfect
that
weight.
ball.
Yeah. And
He
I
just
think
doesn't know if he wants to play or not. Like
I think
turn up.
Unai Emery made the best substitutions at the right times as well. He brings on Aubameyang and he brings on Guendouzi as well.
I
And
thought it was Guendouzi.
Guendouzi,
Oh, that young player.
yeah,
Yeah.
19-year-old.
The one that looks like David Luiz.
Yeah.
I'm like so
Mad
impressed.
by-
David
I'm
Luiz
so impressed
light.
by that kid.
Mad buy. We got him for 7 mil.
Man, relax, man.
Yeah.
Mad boy, relax. Mad boy, what has he
Mad
done?
boy. He's not even that good.
He's
eh?
mad.
He's going to win the Ballon d'Or.
What player of
What
yours
has
is
he
going to
done?
win the
What has he
Ballon
done,
d'Or?
He's a
man?
future
Come
goat.
on,
What
he's
player
mad
of
boy.
yours
I
is gonna-
really bought it for 7 mil.
Yeah, for
We got Milner
okay.
for free. He's a mad boy.
Yeah, he is.
Thank you.
That was the quickest like freaking stop ever.
But he's good.
That's the
He's
definition
got
of a
promise.
mad boy
He's
when
got promise,
you get
but-
bargain.
You never know. You never know. Like a long way to go. He's good. He's good. He's got a lot
Yeah.
of potential.
That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean? He's
Relax.
already Arsenal's
But
best player.
from what I hear, he doesn't have that much pace though. Like he's got like a good defensive ability, but he lacks pace.
Doesn't need pace.
Oh, yeah, what do you need pace when you got Aubameyang up front?
No, it's a defensive
That's-
player. When you're chasing back the player running.
That's Torreira.
Yes.
Doesn't matter. It's okay.
Yeah, he's good. Torreira's good.
Yeah.
He's like a bulldog in
The
there.
little pit bull.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
Exactly. Breaking up.
Give me the
play.
ball back.
He's a bit dirty.
That's what you need, man.
Mm.
In South
Keep
America,
saying
what do you
that.
Every
expect?
team needs someone like that.
Yeah, he's Uruguayan. He's probably learned that from
That's true.
Suarez.
Uruguayans are, but they're good players.
They
Uruguayans.
love the ball.
Yeah.
All right, that's the wrap up of
That's the wrap up of the
week
week.
9.
Mm.
What do you got next up?
Let's
Just touch on the table.
quick analysis of
Quick
the
analysis
table.
of the table.
We'll have a quick look. It's tight, guys.
Oh yeah.
It's so tight. Look at that top 5.
How tight's in none?
Really tight, man. Super tight. The one season that Liverpool's got their shit together, everyone decides to turn up as well. Always. City's always up there,
Unbelievable.
but
23 points.
look
We
at
haven't
that.
lost a game
23
yet.
points for City and Liverpool. Then Chelsea on 21. Arsenal and Tottenham also on 21.
Mm.
Wow.
Where's United?
Look at
You're
ball.
not. I can't.
10th.
What? You can't. United in 10th. Like, you need, like, really long phone. If you bring it up on your phone, like, the table wouldn't fit. If it's a smaller phone, if you had a long phone, then they'll fit because they're 10th.
That is such a bad joke, bro.
Yeah, man.
Okay, I saw a meme. I thought I'd, like, carry it across.
Let's quickly go down to the relegation zone. Let's see what's.
Oh, see, that's why
It's
you
Paul's
want to
favourite
see. You need a
team.
really long phone for this one.
It's pretty weird that Paul's 2 best teams are coming first and last.
Yeah.
That's why he's got a second team, Carl.
Once this team gets
One's
relegated,
unreliable.
Back on the
So
bandwagon.
when Newcastle get relegated, Paul won't be on this podcast.
Relegated.
We got a new spot open.
We're not going to get relegated, guys. We'll be right. You all said the same thing last year. And what happened?
You just made. Oh no, you finished 10th, where United is.
All right, what's the next one? We're done with the table. That was quick and short.
Yeah.
Goal of the week.
Whoa.
Well, I have mine. What's your one, Paul?
Goal of the week. You said the Kapua one.
Yeah, I like that one. For some reason, just
I like
when
the
when
Pereira.
I saw it first, I was like,
It's tough.
I like the
It is
Pereira
tough.
one. Because that's just the quality finish for me. But what else was there?
There's Schürrle's.
Schürrle's
Schürrle's
one.
goal was harder.
But the keeper should have saved that, yeah.
Maybe.
It's got to be between the 2 Watford goals, I think.
Even Arsenal's 3rd goal, that was really good.
that was a good
it's
team goal.
Yeah,
That
exactly.
was a good team goal.
You're gonna have to
Yeah.
yeah.
The
Yeah,
build
they're
up
probably the
play
top 3
and then the
actually.
finish.
Yeah.
It was a good finish.
Can't think of.
I'd probably
even,
go
like,
with Pereira's.
Salah's goal was decent too. Like you can't
Oh,
even call me
no,
biased.
No, it wasn't.
It was a good
It was
finish.
It was just
Standard
like any other
goal.
goal.
It was a
The
tiny
keeper should have
finish.
saved that one.
It was a trademark Salah.
It was a tidy finish. You're going to give tidy goal of the week.
No, I'm not going to give it gold week. I just think it should be up there to discuss.
Or Salah goal of the week, the one where he just scores.
Like
Was
it
the
should
first,
be up there.
First time in was it 5 games he scored?
I think it's equal like what he's scored at this point last season. So
No, I'm just saying. It's
future
like
looks bright.
been
Yeah.
5
Okay.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he wasn't in the running.
That's all I wanted.
He wasn't
you
in
were
the
attacking
running
me,
for
bro.
goal of the week the previous weeks.
So defensive.
It's his
Yeah,
only
I gotta-
chance
I
to
gotta bring
get
it
goal
up
of the
now. I
week
gotta
for
bring
a
it
few
up.
weeks.
No, but honestly, it was a good finish.
Before his next appearance.
But yeah, I'm gonna go with I'll go with Capu as well.
Nice.
I'm gonna agree.
Yeah. It just had something about it. It's like all of us.
It was a good finish.
It was because
'Cause-
I wasn't expecting Watford to score.
Actually,
I think that's why.
there was another goal. I remember the commentator just going nuts. I think maybe it was Cardiff's goal. One of Cardiff's goals.
Yeah, but it's because Cardiff scored.
Yes, I can't
No,
believe this is
no,
going. What the
no.
hell?
No, it was like a. It was. I don't know. I can't remember. Maybe we'll go with Watford. I'll go with Watford. I agree. Goal of the week for Watford.
I'm going to give it to
Capu.
Pereira.
Pereira. Yeah, it's close.
Yeah,
second.
that's a good shout too.
Yeah.
Yourself, Carl?
Go with the.
He's going for Ross Barkley.
the Rudiger goal. Bang.
Yeah, that
Oh,
wasn't actually
Rudiger
too
hit
bad
it.
either.
Oh,
It
come
was just a set
He
play.
beat the
Too
best
bad.
keeper in the world, guys. Come on, got to give something to
It
him.
was a set play. Who best keeper? Allison didn't play.
Nah, De Gea.
Yeah, maybe.
Carl used to say Courtois was the best keeper.
Yeah,
but now that he's gone,
Well, he can't be the best keeper in the EPL because he's no longer there now, is he?
you just said the world.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. You can still include him in
The
your
world is in
conversation.
the EPL. All right, that's our wrap
So-
up for goal of the week.
So I think Capu gets the title.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll
you
give it to
two
him.
votes.
All right.
You
Yeah.
wanna wrap up Buckle King Award as well, or you wanna do?
Yeah,
that
we
at the
might
end?
as well.
Actually, let's go
through.
through the Buckle King moments.
Yeah.
Did anyone see the Fulham defender stack it to give Cardiff their goal?
No.
Oh yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
He
Actually-
just like slips over
Oh,
yes,
Steven
I
saw
Gerrard
that. Yes,
style.
yeah,
And-
yeah.
Why do you have to bring
I
up
saw
Steven
that.
Gerrard for? What the hell, bro?
Because that's the one reference everyone knows.
That's the
I
biggest
think
slip.
he's in the running, definitely.
I think the one where he slipped halfway. Like
Yeah, he
halfway.
slips halfway.
Yeah,
You know
yeah, I saw that guy. That guy was horrible that game,
prior
by the
to
way.
that,
That guy has
where
got
they
to be.
set up for
That
that
was
free
horrible.
kick.
I think he was at fault for like 3 of
I
their
think
goals.
so too. He
Yeah.
was bad that game.
Their back four was horrible.
Prior to
game.
that slip, that free kick Cardiff took. What was that? It was like 3
Oh, they
players
passed it to each other
touch
like
it 3
But
times.
they
they
scored.
did some sort of set
They
movement.
did, because they put the defense into confusion. It's like, what the hell is going on here?
But that was the same guy at fault again.
I think so.
Like he doesn't move quick enough.
He's got his.
I just remember
Yeah.
watching that game and I'm like, this guy is just costing Fulham
Yeah.
so much.
I
And
think
who was the other Buckle?
so. Between him, the coach for Chelsea,
And I would put Pogba in there too.
For what? That defensive thing?
Yeah, because he was
No.
furious with himself, and I was
No.
furious at him as well. I'm like,
No.
how could you let that happen?
Nah,
No,
I don't agree with that.
it's
That
not.
can't be classed as a buckle.
And who was the other one? Paul? You said you had another Buckle. Did you?
they were my two.
Oh, the Chelsea one and the Fulham one.
The Chelsea,
You gotta bring the ref into it as well. That's a big Buckle where he missed Holding's handball.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
agree with
That's-
that.
that's
I
What,
agree with
what
that.
about the assistant missing?
Yeah, that's another Buckle. That's huge. That one. I think that one's worse.
You can't pick on referees. Come on now, guys.
Why? Because it was for you this morning.
yeah.
Yeah, you got to take them. I'm sure there'll be plenty against us down the track in the season.
Do you
So,
think that it all evens itself out? Bullshit. Do you believe in it?
Yeah, I do.
No way, man.
Yeah,
All
man.
that rubbish.
Of course. We have it every year.
It's not. It does.
We
not,
have it last year. We had so many pens against us.
Yeah, but it evens itself out over a season. Do you believe in that?
Yeah,
calls?
it does.
Possibly.
No, it does.
It does.
Not. How?
In some way or another, it does. Like
No.
Yeah, I don't think it potentially evens itself out in terms of points, but it can
No.
even itself
in
out
terms,
in terms
of calls, yeah.
which cannot matter sometimes. You could be
Nah.
winning 5-0 and get the call go your way that you didn't really need, but that doesn't make up for losing the game if it's not a
Nah.
bad call.
I read an article the other day actually, and once again I'm going to bring up Liverpool.
Do you have your reference?
I
I
can.
need to fact check this.
I could, but
Was
It's
it
gonna
Rock?
take me a while to bring it up. It was on Rock.
Oh, well, it doesn't
Big
count,
shout
though,
out
does it?
to Rock, by the way.
I think if it's on Rock, we just discard it.
Yeah, exactly.
They are
Bias.
reliable. And it
Was it
said
by Punkster
it said-
007?
Liverpool got shafted the most last season on calls.
Oh,
It did. That cost them the-
on.
Calls that costed them the most points. So it wasn't like a call that didn't
Of course.
affect the result. Man, you guys want to just go every time, man?
What,
Like,
else,
let's
what else
legit.
did Punkster 07 say?
Huh? Nah,
But like, did this person just analyze Liverpool games?
no, it was all of them. It was all of them. Next week I'll bring it up. Next week we'll come back to it, and it was.
He's gonna- you're gonna have a
If
printout?
someone who's not a Liverpool supporter
There you
looked
go,
at
look.
these same calls, would they agree that you got?
It's an
Done it?
independent guy doing this. It's not like it's a Liverpool.
What's he doing
guy.
on Raw?
No, the article was on Rock.
Oh, okay.
The article was on Rock, but it was an independent person doing the article. It wasn't nothing. They had no links to Liverpool.
Mm.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the forums. It's in there somewhere. I think that is the thread as well.
We're climbing the
Just
hill in
looking
our
at
own
the
way.
one of the threads. It'll be towards the end. These are too early pubs.
Don't worry about it.
So he just clicked it off. He's not interested.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, it's
But yeah, so I don't believe in that whole evens itself out, especially for an attacking team. Like when you're a defensive side, you're gonna get less calls because you're gonna be in less positions to go, like for it to matter. You know what I mean?
yeah, but you can be dudded with like penalty
Defensive calls,
and
yeah,
things
but-
like that.
You got to do both if you're attacking and defending.
Because if
kind
you're
of.
an attacking team, I can say that like equally you get more calls for like dives and things like that because you're in that position more.
True. Who's got you there, Sinan? Do you apologize?
Yeah, but
Especially Liverpool players, they're always diving.
oh, shut up, bro.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
But yeah, I don't think that's bullshit. It all evens itself out. Anyway, we're going on a tangent here.
Yeah, what's the next one, Pubs?
No, we haven't decided the Buckle King.
Yeah.
We haven't
It
decided.
has to be. It
The
has to be the
the
Chelsea
four nominees
assistant
are
coach.
guys.
My,
It has
my
to be.
vote is
four
the Fulham.
nominees-
My vote is the Fulham defender.
Do you want to discuss the 4 nominees or are we good?
Yeah, my vote is for Pogba. That's criminal.
He's not
what he
even a
did.
nominee,
That's
dude.
criminal.
What it did was unforgivable.
You're actually
He-
not crediting
he's
your
Carl-
own team.
he's
for
Carl
that
just did
tactic.
the funniest thing. He gave Pogba the Buckle King Award and Rudiger the Best Goal Award for the same.
No, he's just.
So which one is it? Was
No,
it a
he's-
buckle or
it's
the
all
best
smoke
goal?
screens.
I'll
It's
give
all
it
smoke
to-
screens because he doesn't want to talk about the Chelsea coach because he's going to get the Buckle King award.
I think the Fulham defender.
think
He's,
the
he's all
Che-
throwing. He's throwing Pogba in the mix and all that just to throw it off.
He's using Mourinho
It's
tactics.
tactics for Mourinho.
It wasn't Sarri was his assistant coach.
So you're going to lose.
Yeah,
You're going to vote
assistant
for
coach.
Pogba, who's not even a nominee, and then Safe's going to say the ref. I agree. Paul agrees. So you
Paul
lose.
said the Fulham.
No,
I say the Fulham defender. I think he cost Fulham the game.
he
Almost
did not
single-handedly.
cost Fulham the game, man. But that's not the Buckle King award. It's just that one incident,
Well,
right?
Yeah.
yeah.
But the game was done by then.
No.
What do you mean?
It's his
It was
entire
like the fourth goal or
game
something, wasn't it? Yeah, but his entire
Yeah, but he was also involved in the
yeah,
other.
but his entire game isn't in the Buckle King award.
It is.
I think it
though.
is.
Oh, we're changing nominees now. Jesus, guys, make up your mind.
It's
Well,
not the
for the goal
Buckle
of the
moment.
year,
It's the
of
Buckle
the,
King.
Yeah, but that
Of the
it is a
round, we're gonna
moment
give
of-
it to
We're
like a team.
nominating
Might as
the
well just give it
person.
to like.
Oh, we're
player
gonna do
as well.
that.
For their performance.
Is that how we're doing? No, is that what it is?
Well, it's a new award, so we
You'll
can
never
define the
moan
rules right
alone.
now.
Like we can give it to a coach, right? And a coach
That
can't be
Article
like based
2016.
off like. So we can never give a Buckle King award to a coach then.
Why?
Because it's based on one play.
No, it's that's what I'm saying. It's got to be on one play.
no, you can't. 'Cause
Yeah,
then
it has
I
to
think
be.
I think it
give
has
a
to be.
coach then.
I think it has to be based on
you
performance.
can never give it
the
to
performance
Mourinho.
can include a big play, but
No, just include one of the moments of the performance.
Nah.
If he's had a bad performance, he'll have many bad moments. So you can just pick one and nominate that moment.
Or
Right.
if we're going off a player, then I go with Paul's one.
Then you can't include coaches.
Well, you can't.
Well, I
yeah,
just
you
said
can't include like
if we're going
Mourinho
off
then.
players.
Yeah.
Well, you can include all of them, right?
why can't we include coaches?
I don't know. I'm just
What
What's
saying.
Carl's logic?
I'm just
Because
saying.
it's a package for the player.
Because
but
exactly,
it's
because
one moment.
the
Is
Fulham
it
logic.
is it because he like the coaches for Chelsea?
Yeah, he's deflecting right now.
What? That made no sense.
Made perfect sense in my world.
In the
I think-
rock world.
We just vote. I vote the Fulham defender.
I vote the coach, Chelsea coach.
Chelsea assistant coach.
Chelsea assistant coach. It's not the assistant. He's one of the coaches.
Come on, Carl. If you want to like swing the vote, you just have to go with me.
Yeah, but then we got to vote again.
Fulham defender.
We have to go to tiebreaker pubs to decide.
Yeah. Pubs, what do you
Actually, Bob
reckon?
doesn't say, no, I can't see it, eh?
Yes,
Yeah,
assistant
assistant
coach
coach.
wins. Buckle
All
King.
right.
Our first Buckle King award goes to Chelsea. What a fitting award for a fitting club.
But
To
you can't
receive
give it a club now, can you?
Chelsea, the assistant coach, receives the first Buckle King award. Congratulations.
On your own, buddy.
That's all I need. It's always a party in my world.
Let's move on to a quick look at what's coming up this week.
Well, we've got the Champions League fixtures. We can
We'll
go
look at
through
the
those.
Champions League first.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll run through the Champions League games, the big ones anyway.
So
Yeah, the big ties.
The big one is tomorrow morning.
Yeah, they are.
United.
Oh, no, they're not.
United
They're
at
Europa
home.
League.
United, Juve.
United at home versus
I know you're
Juventus.
making fun of me. Like, you guys are in the Europa League too.
I'm not making fun of you. I just forgot.
This should be interesting. Ronaldo comes back to
Ronaldo
Old
comes back
Trafford.
It's
home.
going to be fun.
Yeah.
It is.
It's
It's
gonna
going
be
to be
fun.
interesting.
Do you think Juventus will win?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, depends.
Nah, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, I don't think
Juventus.
so.
Better
It'll
teams
be a
have-
draw.
Better teams have gone there and won.
It'll be a draw.
Worst
Worst
teams have
teams.
gone to Old Trafford.
Teams are going well. Like always, need a better.
Okay, I'm trying to fix it. You didn't have to laugh straight away.
I did actually.
I think Juve will win.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they have to.
Better defensively, better
do you mean they have
offensively.
to?
What do you mean they have to?
Juve bought Ronaldo for the sole purpose of winning the Champions
They can
League.
still
They have
win
to
or
prove.
they can draw or lose and still win
Nah,
the
but
Champions League.
They have to like build this like
Rapport.
European momentum where they just win
Dominate.
and smash against the teams who we aren't even considering to win it. And Man United's not even in the conversation.
So you're saying they got the
group
domestic
stages
league in
doesn't
the
matter,
bag?
man. Real Madrid finished second just last time and then went on to win it. They did it the same the season before. Group stages doesn't matter. You just make it out of the group. Once you're in the knockouts, that's when
You got to aim to finish first.
you should, of course. But just because the team doesn't finish first doesn't mean that, you know. they don't
I
have a
think
chance.
it's gonna
just
aim
a bit
to, like,
riskier. That's
qualify.
all.
But they're sitting prettier anyway, Juve.
Yeah.
Like a draw is good for Juve. Going to Old Trafford, no one's going to be like, oh, nah, you bought Ronaldo and you couldn't beat United at Old Trafford.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. But I think they'll come away with the win.
I think
Well,
so
what
too.
do you, what
I
do you
agree.
think the score's going to be then? Just a 1-0?
I think it's going to be 2-1.
Yeah,
Juve.
2-1.
2-1 Juve.
2-1.
I think
I reckon
They'll
it'll be a
score
draw.
two.
It'll be 1-1.
Yeah, I have a feeling it'll be a 1-1 draw.
I'm just going to put a caveat on my prediction. It would not surprise me if Man United win, though.
well, of course not. It's United, right?
Yeah.
At home. That would,
So you're saying it could be a win, it could be a draw?
No, I didn't say it could be a draw.
No?
I said it could be a win either way.
Either way.
No draws. No room
Nice.
for draws.
I think United.
Too bad you can't,
I
bet
just
on
think
that.
Juventus will have too much for them. I think Juve will win,
All
and then
right.
they play Juve again the fixture after.
What's the other big
So,
games?
who's Liverpool playing? Sinan?
Red Star.
Red
At
Star
home.
Belgrade.
Surely that should be
Yeah.
not a cakewalk, but we should be winning that. We have to win it.
And the
Yeah, but
other...
you guys are going to go through regardless, though.
No, we lost our second game.
I think PSG Napoli should be a good game.
That could be a good game. Hopefully that's a draw
And the other big game is
or Napoli
Dortmund
win.
at
No,
home.
draw would be good. Who?
Dortment at home to
Oh, that's a good
Atletico.
game.
That's a good
It
game
seems
as
like
well.
these two always
Actually-
play each other all the time. Dortmund Atletico in Champions League.
Yeah.
I think Dortmund
We'll lose. They'll
will
lose.
win this.
No. Honestly.
They're at home. They're playing pretty good. They're top of the league in Germany.
That's because Bayern Munich aren't performing. They'll perform, though.
I think
Bayern Munich will come
Atletico will get something out of this game. They're built for this type of fixture, right? Going away,
They are.
Yeah.
you know,
I think,
hold steady the ship, get
Atletico-
a point.
I think Atletico might win that game, actually.
They could, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Atletico win, but I think they'll play for a draw. Maybe try to nick a win, but they're going to be conservative.
And then Barca play Inter at
No,
home.
Messi. Fractured arm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Messi's fractured his arm. He's
Yeah.
out for about
Couple
6
of
weeks
weeks.
or something.
What? Why?
Because he's fractured his arm.
He doesn't play with his arm. Why can't he keep playing with a fractured arm? Many players have done it in the past.
He's right.
What? No way he's out for 6
He
weeks.
wouldn't be out for 6 weeks.
I reckon
No,
he's just going
I
to be
had
at this
3 to
game
4
because
weeks.
it's new, but then he'll play from
With a
the
cast
following
on.
week.
Yeah, exactly.
Plenty of players have played with a cast on.
Yeah.
But I think he's
you
missing this
kidding
game, though.
Yeah, this game
Yeah,
because it's
this
so
game,
soon. It's the
definitely.
back of it, and his cast is new or whatever.
I think it probably depends on where's broken and how bad it is, depending.
Yeah,
to
from
determine if you
from what
play
I
with
read,
it.
he's gonna be out for 3 to 4 weeks,
Nah, he'll be back.
and this is the
man.
first time.
They said he'll be out for multiple weeks.
No way,
definitely.
6 weeks for it to fix.
He's gonna miss.
I don't think it's 6
Clasico.
weeks. I think 6 weeks is a bit excessive. I think it's 3 to 4 weeks.
No
So he'll miss
way.
probably like 2 games or 3 games.
He'll be
max.
back. Watch. How did he
He's
break
gonna
it?
miss. He's gonna miss about 5 or 6 games total because of like Champions League and Copa del Rey.
Oh, is that what they said? Like he's gonna miss like 6 fixtures or something,
Yeah, you probably read that wrong, Paul.
or 6 weeks.
I can't remember, but it was a decent number of fixtures.
Are you
6
backtracking
weeks
now,
is a
Paul?
lot, bro. Like that's
He is.
that's not.
That's
no
like
way.
standard broken
Yeah.
bone, isn't
Yeah,
it?
He's
but that's for a
gonna-
regular person, right? 6 weeks, it's gonna heal, right?
Yeah.
But
Messi
he's
is
still
not
gonna
human.
play. That's not what I meant. I just meant like he'll come back into the fold.
Can't he
man.
just keep taking the steroids he's taking now? Wouldn't that help him?
HGH,
his-
bro, not steroids.
Okay.
And that
My
was
apologies.
like all good.
Mm. But this is the first time.
Barca. Do you think they'll struggle without him?
Nah,
No
man,
way.
it's Inter. Surely
No
not.
way.
Surely it's gonna be
They have
comfortable.
Icardi. His hips good.
Icardi at Inter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but one player, man. You're going to.
Yeah, but he's
You're
in
going away.
form, man. He's like the most sought after striker right now. There's a lot of clubs going for him.
I thought Liverpool were going for Insigne.
Nah, man, that's all talk.
They're thinking of Lorenzo.
Yeah, Lorenzo Insigne. That's his
Yeah,
name.
exactly. That's his name, bro. Learn to football.
What's Liverpool's score gonna be against Red Star?
Ah, bro. Hopefully we finally smash the team, man. Hopefully 3-4, man.
1-0.
Maybe.
Nah, man, it'll be easy. This is at home, right? 4-0.
They need
Actually,
a-
Red Star got they're under investigation for match fixing against PSG.
Oh yeah, I heard about that because they got
What?
hammered.
Yeah, they lost 5-1, and then one of the players, or I think one of the members of the club or something, had a $20 million bet on it or something big.
Wow.
Something.
Yeah, but that's
Don't
not
quote me on
surprising, though.
the
Everyone knew-
don't quote me
everyone
on the
knew.
figure. I'll probably just
Oh,
Ma-
are you backtracking
I made
now?
that up, but it was something big.
You
But
made
it
it
wasn't
up?
like an exact score.
When he says he made it up, he saw it
It's-
on Rock.
Where's
right?
your facts?
It's 20 million rupees or something. It's actually like $50.
But yeah.
We're done with Champions League.
But Liverpool, Red Star, Liverpool surely should win that. Looking at other big games, who else do we have? Anything else? Any other big games?
that's the other round.
That's the other
That's
one.
the other round. No.
That's the other one. Any other big games that we want to talk
Oh.
about?
By night.
Where you going?
Real
Where
Madrid
you
have
going?
an easy fixture.
Who are they playing?
They've got where are they from? I think they're the Romanian team. Is it Romanian or Ukrainian?
What's the team name?
The Shakhtar done.
Is it
Shakhtar's Ukrainian.
Pilsen?
Yeah, Pilsen.
Pilsen. I don't know. That didn't help you giving the name.
I don't know where they're from. They're somewhere there.
Congratulations, Paul.
So we know they're just gonna get smashed.
Yeah.
Well, they're struggling to score goals. Where are they going to score their goals from?
Real Madrid.
Real
Do you think
Madrid.
their manager's going to get sacked?
Oh yeah, 100%.
They're gonna bring Zidane back.
Nah,
Nah,
they're probably going to look at
Conte.
Conte. Yeah,
he's
Nah, really? I want them to
Yeah.
get Tottenham's manager.
Get him out.
Yeah,
Pochettino,
bro.
get Pochettino
I
out.
just want
Get him out of there.
Go.
because you got Conte
go.
out. Get
Yeah.
Pochettino, bang. That's like the top 4 guaranteed for like us.
And then Tottenham can get AVB
Nah, I
back.
think United will get Poch probably.
Who?
United might sign Poch if they get rid of Mourinho. Because
Really?
Zidane came out and said he doesn't want to come.
Yeah, because the club's in disarray. Like you wouldn't want to take over a club that's like everywhere at the moment.
United's in disarray.
Yeah.
Do you
Are they
disagree
in
with that?
disarray?
Yeah.
I don't know.
The
Are
coaches
they in
hate him.
disarray?
I mean, the players hate the coach.
Don't you reckon they're coming
But
10th, guys?
you wouldn't say the club's in disarray.
Yeah,
Well, they are.
exactly.
They're
Yeah.
Transfers have been horrible.
Yeah.
They're coming 10th.
The club's everywhere.
They're
now.
overpaying for bloody
The
Sanchez.
fans are like angry at like the whole situation.
Something's
like
gone
you don't
wrong.
want to go
Don't
into
you
a
reckon?
toxic club like
Like-
this as a coach.
I reckon they're in disarray.
Yeah.
Like how far off being competitive are they?
I think very far off to win the title.
Like if Poch comes in, he's got
He needs
Sanchez,
to overhaul that team, I
Rashford,
reckon.
Lukaku up front.
Sanchez is past it. Lukaku's
You can't say Sanchez is past it.
bro. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I agree. He's nowhere near the form he was in. when he
Yeah.
was
But is
playing.
that his fault or Mourinho?
I think it's his
Nah,
fault.
it's his
You
fault.
can't even-
How is it Mourinho's fault when he keeps giving the ball away?
But
That's
is
the player's fault.
Yeah, but that's like a play style issue.
No, it's
No,
not.
it's not.
You complete the pass.
Why he
guy's
can't
like-
pass because it's a play style issue, bro?
I think
Should we have this guy next week?
he's not just giving the ball away like
He is.
like
He
for
can't
the
even
sake of
complete
it.
a pass. Watch him, man. He does not have to pass the ball anymore.
Like he's not.
He's
I'm
got no more
sure
confidence,
that
like,
shit
it's
will
like-
come back, but it's just like I don't know.
Even his
he's-
body language, like that's the biggest thing.
I
Like,
think that is.
Yeah, but I
Mourinho,
think
though.
that's the
That
club
is-
thing.
that is
That's
Mourinho.
Mourinho.
That
That's
is-
not
that-
him.
well,
I think he got
language
too
and
much power when he went to the
When I
club.
say
He's got
past
so
it,
much
I don't
money,
mean like
he's got his own image
he can't have a
rights.
good season, but you can't build.
he
a
can't go
successful
back up to
team
that
on
level
him.
that he
'Cause
was.
he's motivated
Like,
by
I knew
money.
Messi's gonna
I'm
come
not
in.
saying you build a successful team on him, but he's very much easily a successful cog in the team.
Yeah, but for how long? If a new manager comes in, he's gonna take a couple of seasons to like
How
build
old
his
is he? I don't know.
team. He's almost 30.
Yeah, he's.
Like, he's
I
got
think it's
like 2 or
31
3
or
seasons
32.
at least in him.
Yeah, I know that's what I'm saying. But like, he's the new manager's gonna have to replace him. He's gonna have to replace that defense. He's gonna have to replace that midfield. You know what I mean? Like they're so far off. Even a new manager coming in, I can't see him being successful straight
'Cause they
away.
still have Smalling and Phil Jones. Come on, man. Just get rid of those two.
Yeah, Bailey as well.
Yeah.
You got Ashley Young playing fullback for how many seasons now, man? That guy's not a
Valencia's
fullback.
still in there.
Yeah, Valencia's not playing because he's having problems with Mourinho.
I thought he was injured.
Nah, he's having problems.
Oh wow.
Isn't he
There's
the
a lot
club
of people having
captain?
problems with
Yeah, he's the
Yeah.
club captain.
He came out and he said, I think I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure about this. I'm not sure if I'm making this up, guys. But
Well, don't say it if you're making it up.
it's interesting.
He just
Couple
he
weeks
just
ago-
likes throwing boulders at Man
I
United.
reckon, eh?
Couple weeks ago, they
He got
said he
free
was
reign with
injured.
that mic. Put that mic away from him.
Couple weeks ago, he came out and he said they said the club came out and said he was injured, and then he went on Instagram, I believe, or Twitter, and said, "I'm okay. I can play." Something along those lines. And he hasn't played since. So don't quote me, but I think maybe it was a dream.
Maybe we need to fact check this. Is Antonio Valencia injured?
I don't think he is, guys. I spoke to him.
Then go on his Instagram page and like a couple of his photos.
This guy loves United in some way. He's a closet United fan. Like his photos.
All right.
But I think it's very. I think they are in a bit of disarray.
Yeah.
Do you feel like Man United's building though?
No.
Like
Clear not.
Building
the game,
for what?
like the game,
The
not
future.
like the club, not the club, like the season. Like
The
against
Season started.
against
We're
Chelsea.
9 games in.
Are they picking
No,
up
but-
momentum?
Yeah, like against Chelsea, they weren't like the shambles they were 4
They
weeks
definitely
ago.
are. They're playing a lot better now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can still see moments where like they're not actually.
Like where do they have to
sync.
finish for you not to call them in disarray?
First,
I never called them in disarray.
surely.
Anything except first, they're in disarray.
They came second last year.
Yeah, top 4. Anything outside top 4, but
They won't get top four.
when you look at it, and if there's a big difference between them and like say the winner, then it's disarray. After that much money spent,
Yeah, exactly. That's the actual
like
thing
same as
that
Klopp,
everyone looks
same
at.
as
is like
Liverpool,
the
like
money you spend.
something's gone wrong if it's a big difference.
It's Man United. There's
Plus-
the expectation there.
Not just that, they finished second last season, bro.
Yeah.
Like Liverpool finished 4th. I'm defending them a bit here, but a lot of expectations to go from 4th to 1st. But 2nd to 1st is a smaller leap, you know. So their margin of error is smaller, is what I'm trying to say. You know what I mean?
Do you think they can still make the top 4?
No, I think they're out of it.
yeah.
It's a bit.
If they replace the coach now, then maybe they can recover. But not
There's
if he
5
stays
teams.
until Christmas.
5 teams. At least 2 teams have to fuck up, right?
Yeah. We can safely assume that
So not only one team, 2
Man
teams
City,
have to go fucked.
Liverpool and Chelsea should definitely be there based on what we've seen so far.
I concur.
Arsenal and Tottenham.
Like all those teams look way better than United, right? We all agree on that.
Yeah, because the players want to play for the coach and
The top
play
5.
the play style.
I'm still hesitant to say Arsenal's playing good.
I don't know. I know Tottenham's playing good, but I don't think they're
They're not playing to the
doing
standard they
anything
played last year.
special
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's weird. They didn't buy any players too. I think Poch has like a reason to leave. What is it? Because they didn't want to buy players, or
They can't afford it.
No,
of
just
course they
the
can afford. They got in the
chairman
Champions
doesn't wanna
League. Of
spend
course they
money.
got money.
They can't
No.
afford it.
They're building
They
a
gotta
stadium,
build the stadium.
and they're not even making money out of it because it's late.
If anything, they're losing money on it.
Oh, I hope they don't make the Champions League. That'll be the biggest farce.
Before we move on, guys, we'll just go on a quick drinks break and come back and look at the upcoming fixtures.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. Champions League is done and dusted. Yeah. So we'll move on to the upcoming fixtures for this next round
Yeah.
of the Premier League.
Match week 10.
Should we just touch on or discuss the main games, the big team games?
We'll talk about the big boys.
We'll just go through each one. We'll just give our predictions.
For the lighter ones, for the not so important games.
Yeah.
All right.
The mid-table clashes.
Okay, we'll start off with the first one with Brighton versus Wolves that we've got on the list there.
Yep.
Predictions: Wolves will bounce back, I reckon. For me,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I reckon Wolves will bounce back.
I think
Wolves
one
will
all
win
draw.
this.
1-1 draw.
1-1 draw.
Brighton at home.
Nah, I think Wolves will win
I
this.
think Wolves will win 2-0.
Yeah, 1-0.
okay. Next one, Fulham at home to Bournemouth.
Fulham's going to lose again.
This could
probably.
Yeah,
be
I
this
don't
could
see
be a
Fulham
really
winning
high
this.
scoring game.
Yes, but Bournemouth will win still.
Nah, I think Fulham would have fixed up their defensive errors, but they'll.
No chance.
I don't
They
think so.
didn't
man.
fix it up
Fulham
against
ain't
Cardiff,
fixing
one of
anything
the
up.
Do you know
lesser
how many
teams.
goals Fulham have conceded in the 9 games?
Yeah, this is crazy.
24 goals.
That is ridiculous.
24 goals in 9 games.
Can't
That's
wait for Newcastle to play
ridiculous.
them. We'll score none.
I reckon
You'll be their bounce back team.
Bournemouth wins
I
this
think
game 3-0.
Bournemouth wins.
I think
Yeah,
it's going to
easily
be. I'm going to
Bournemouth will
say.
win this.
I'm going to say Fulham's
Fulham
going
will
to score.
score.
I'm gonna say
Fulham will
Fulham's gonna
score.
as
They
well.
don't struggle scoring. So I
Exactly.
think
It's just
Bournemouth
their
win
defensive
3-1
errors
or
that'll
3-2.
cost them the game.
I'm going to say it's going to be the same scoreline as their previous fixture. I'm going to say Bournemouth win 4-2.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm going to go with it.
4-2. You're going to go with that same scoreline with Liverpool playing Cardiff?
Liverpool, Cardiff.
Or is that going to be 4-0?
This is short turnaround after a Champions League. It'll be their B team playing.
No,
not
this will
really.
be their A team playing. The B team's going to play in the Champions
Why would they
League.
play B team when they're so close to first place?
Exactly. They need the goal difference too.
You never play a B team in the Premier League unless you got nothing to play for.
They will go all
But
out in
it's
this
not
game.
really like a B team though, if that's what you're trying to say.
I
It'll
don't
be
think-
heavily rotated.
sorry.
If that's what
I
you're
think
trying to
they'll
say.
rotate players.
Yeah, but you do that rotate players thing. It's like
Does it get
that's
to
not
you?
a B team.
I'm not saying it's
Does
a
that
B team.
get to you?
Like,
Everyone
as in
rotates.
every
Why do we
single
only
player.
say B team when it comes to Liverpool?
No, because
It's the depth you guys have.
when
That's what
you
he's trying to
guys
imply.
have your best 11 on the field,
Mm.
you can score 4 goals. When you don't have your best 11 and it's just like maybe 3 or 4 players rotated, then you wouldn't predict they'll score 4 goals.
But
type
that's with every
Ah,
team. man.
like-
yeah, of course. I'm just saying, for Liverpool versus Cardiff, I think Liverpool won't play a full strength best 11. So
Yeah,
it's
see-
probably only going to be like 2-0 instead
Yeah,
of
but
5-0.
still, like when Klopp rotates, it's either like one from defense or one
yeah,
from
it's
midfield,
not a big
or
change.
maybe one from the front three. It's not like a wholesale change.
Exactly. The
The
back
team
Are the
he
guys
puts
going
out
to
would be
be
the same.
back who are injured?
That's the problem. If they're not, then it'll probably be a very similar team to the midweek game. And maybe if we're dominating and scored a lot of
What do you
goals,
think the score will be?
he will. I'm just gonna go with a very conservative, probably 2-0. I don't think we will score. We're
I'm
not
going
looking,
with 4-0.
So you
Liverpool.
agree with me then?
but that's not because of the players that are gonna play. That's just because how we're not really clicking at the moment. Like even if the front three play, I don't think we will score.
Nah, I think you guys will actually absolutely smash him. It'll be a 4-0 game.
4
4 plus
4-0.
goal.
Hopefully, fingers crossed. Hopefully 4-0, 4-0 midweek, 4-0.
Because you guys need
On the
to
weekend?
start scoring goals. Otherwise, Man City will have too much of a lead.
Yeah.
On?
Goal difference.
If it comes to goal difference, we're not going to win the title. We're going to beat them on points.
Yeah, they've got a
Goal difference is not. We're not gonna. We're
They've
not
got a
gonna.
massive
we're
goal
not-
difference,
Yeah,
City.
But the season just started.
but it's not that. It's just that they've just got too many goal scorers in their squad.
Yeah, and they're way
Exactly.
far ahead, right?
Man
Yeah,
City
like
can
teams
score.
against
Man City can
Cardiff.
score 5 goals against every team in the league.
Exactly. Like
I don't know
Liverpool.
about that.
Oh, I don't know about that, man.
Not every team,
I
but
don't know about
80% of the team. 80% of the league.
They didn't score 5 goals against Arsenal.
They
They
scored
didn't score
3.
5 against Newcastle either.
Exactly. So what are you saying? 5?
But they can.
No.
Mm,
Nah.
They can. Not against the big boys.
Speaking
Besides
of
the big teams,
speaking of
Paul.
Newcastle, that's the next game
Southampton. We're going
Southampton.
to get our first win.
away from home.
Nah, I think Southampton's going to beat you, bro. Southampton aren't playing that well, but they're a better team than Newcastle.
Yeah, this is Southampton at home as well.
What makes you say?
That's a bit different
Is there what's behind that belief? Is it desperation belief or is it like solid belief?
He's got to come next week with at least something to stand on.
I have to believe
He's
in
got to
my
have
team.
some ground.
I have to believe in my team every week.
Oh,
It doesn't change this week.
I like it.
They have the belief. Take a.
I think it's
Page
going to
out of,
be.
Arsenal
I think it's going to be a
Magazine.
Southampton
You have
1-0
the
win.
belief.
1-0.
1-0. What's the next game?
Watford, Huddersfield.
Watford, Huddersfield.
Watford 3-0.
Nah, not that high.
Well, relax. Just because they won one game and start.
Yeah.
What do you mean? They are a good team, Watford.
Yeah.
That's not like a bad
Because
shout.
Huddersfield
3-0.
held off you guys for ages. And they almost beat you guys too. You got to take that into account. They actually are a good team as
They
well.
didn't actually
But
beat
this-
us. They
this
didn't come
way-
close to beating us, dude.
This is an away leg as well at Watford.
What? Huddersfield didn't come close to beating us. They got to score.
Watford had nothing. Like, defensively, Liverpool never looked troubled except for like one or two
Exactly.
chances.
Yeah, that's what they needed. One or two chances. And then
We didn't
next
play
thing you know,
well.
it's 2-1. They
We
win.
didn't play well, but Huddersfield were never going to win that game. They didn't do enough to win it. Maybe
Mm.
a draw, yes. I'll give you that. But never win it. But they're a decent team, but I don't... like 3-0, yeah, I can see that happening. I'm going to actually go with that. I'm going to agree with you, Paul.
Yes.
3-0. Watford going to beat Huddersfield 3-0.
Watford 3-0.
Leicester, West Ham.
Wait, hold on. Did you guys give it?
I'm
Your
gonna go for a
predictions?
shock prediction and say Huddersfield will win this.
Nah,
No way.
Watford to win this 2-0 for me.
Win or
Mm.
draw. Actually, I'm going to go with draw.
You love your draws, buddy.
The next game was
Leicester and West Ham.
Ooh, this will be a good match. It's hard to call
This
this.
will be a good match.
This would be actually...
Yeah.
They're pretty close.
Yeah, pretty
Evenly
close.
tied.
Yeah.
Evenly matched.
I think it's a draw.
Evenly matched.
I think that's a draw.
Why? Because
Yeah.
it's so
Maybe
hard to
1-1.
call.
Is that because Yarmolenko's out injured or?
No, I think like because they're evenly matched. Leicester's not doing anything too great at the moment. West Ham's not doing anything too great at the moment.
Leicester played really well against Arsenal this morning in the first half.
They did. They dominated
They
for
have
25, 30 minutes.
They have that. They have
Yeah.
that 20, 30 minutes where they can play really well, but then
But they're at home, man. Leicester. I think
Yeah.
Leicester will win.
Yeah, I think Leicester will win.
I'm going to say 2-1. Leicester win.
I think 1-1. Burnley, Chelsea.
Ooh.
Burnley at home is a different game.
But
Beast.
they got hammered.
How many goals Chelsea
By
gonna
Man
win
City.
by?
You reckon?
I would
Yeah,
say
man.
Burnley's going to lose?
Yeah.
They're different at home,
3-0.
man.
Nah.
Yeah, we'll go for 3-0.
We just
Man
beat
City
them.
can do 5-0. We can do 3-0.
At home,
Man
I
City
don't think
played
so.
at home though.
Still the same team.
I think you're just going to win.
It's not the same
I think it's
Burnley
gonna
as
be
last
2-1.
season.
This
It's a
is-
new Burnley. This is the bad Burnley.
what day is this game on?
Sunday.
Is it?
It's our Monday morning.
It's a Monday,
yeah, Monday
or
morning.
Sunday night game.
This is the Thursday, Sunday game.
So Thursday, Sunday. Short turnaround for Chelsea.
Yeah, but it's Europa League and you can play whatever team you want in the
Do you
Europa
think
League.
Sarri will play a different team for both games?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
different.
Oh, he
Europa
has
League
to-
different to
Yeah.
Champions League.
Europa League you can afford to.
Yeah. Plus, I think they're sitting pretty comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in the group stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus it's Europa League group stages.
Mm.
It's cakewalk.
Next game, or did we get all our predictions actually for that
I
Chelsea
think
game?
Chelsea will win 2-1.
2-1, Paul.
I'm going to call it a draw, 2-all.
Draw.
Hopefully,
taking a
I'd
page
love
out of
that.
Carl's
I'll take
book, are ya?
that. I'll take that in any day.
Carl, what are you going for?
3-0 Chelsea.
3-0 Chelsea.
We got this in the bag.
Look, I'll go for 2-0 Chelsea.
Palace, Arsenal.
Oh, the derby, London,
London derby.
derby.
It's our first game away in a while, actually.
Yeah, man, you guys have played a lot of home games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see us continuing our run.
Huh?
We'll beat them, I think, 2-1.
Yeah,
1-0.
I'm gonna say that too. 2-1.
I'm going to go 1-0.
I'm gonna.
We always concede, so
I'm gonna
you
say
might wanna reconcede that.
Arsenal 2-1.
I didn't tell you which team.
Yes.
oh, you going for
Nah, Arsenal 1-0.
Carl?
I reckon it's a derby. It'll be a draw. 2-all.
You draw.
far out. He's like on a roll with these
What about you?
draws. I say Arsenal win 2-1.
2-1, yeah.
So what about Man United Everton next game?
This would be a good game.
Oh,
this
yeah.
year.
Man,
actually,
how
I
is
wanna
it a
watch
good
this
game? Everton always roll over for United.
But they have a game against Juventus midweek, United.
It's Everton, man.
Yeah, but Everton are good, man.
So
Not
good.
really.
United have a
Yeah, that
long
one-
turnaround.
Nah, not really.
United have a long turnaround. They play
He
tomorrow,
loves his turnaround.
and then they don't play again until
This is true.
so.
That's a good point.
Oh, yeah, they do have a long rest.
Yeah.
There's a long turnaround. There's no transit.
It means he won't need to rotate his team. He can play a full strength team for both games.
Yeah.
No problem.
Well, he's going to go ham on that Juventus game. He'll go like full.
Full tilt.
Oh yeah.
Go for guns.
But Everton
all
aren't going
guns.
to do anything. They'll lose. 2-0. Man United. Man United win 2-0.
I'm going to go with a draw on this one.
Oh, wow.
I think Man United
Man,
win.
you will win.
I
Easy.
think Man United win, but I don't think they can keep a clean sheet. 2-1.
And then the last
It'll be
game,
3-2.
The blockbuster.
the game of the round
The
to
game
wrap it up.
of the week. This is going to be fun.
Spurs City.
Spurs versus City. What stadium are Spurs going to play out
I
of?
think it's at Wembley.
Still at Wembley.
Yeah, they're not playing.
Have they even
until-
given a date to when?
I don't know. I
I
think
re-
it
I
keeps
reckon-
getting postponed.
Don't you think Tottenham should be docked points?
Yeah, man.
Well, 4.
Absolutely. You shouldn't be allowed to
I
play
think
out of
fine,
two.
but not dock
two
points.
teams. I mean, two home grounds in one season. That's not fair.
Yeah, you're not allowed to. You had to have got that shit sorted before the season started.
I'm pretty sure that's in the
That's the
FA's rules and
Exactly.
regulations.
Yes.
That you can't play at 2 stadiums.
In the
During
one
the season.
season. In the one
Not
season.
just that,
yeah.
you have
What
to.
about if there's like extenuating circumstances?
Oh, that's different.
Well, yeah,
bro.
Like what?
Well,
That's
there
when you
is.
postpone the game.
No, you're saying like if an earthquake hits and your stadium breaks down.
Like something happens.
Ah, okay. Yeah, well,
But
I'm sure
that's
there's
not-
a clause
that's not
in
the
it.
f-
That's
that's
not
not the
the
yeah,
reason
but
why.
that's kind of
Guys, that's not the issue. The issue is every team has to have a stadium ready before the season starts and say this is what we're going to play out of. Tottenham said it was going to be the new one by this date. It didn't happen. For that reason, they should lose.
I'm
points.
hearing, well, when they postponed it, they said they were going to play out
Right.
from
And not only
December.
that, other teams had to move their fixtures around so they could play away from home early in the season. So it screwed other teams up. And now, every time they're pushing it back, it's like, well, you promised one thing and then now you're doing another,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like other teams had to, when they were meant to play, away from home, they played
But-
at home.
But there's no advantage gained by Tottenham. I would understand if there's an advantage gained, dock points, but what's the advantage gained? They don't want to be playing at Wembley.
I think they do.
Why?
They're playing it, they're getting
Because the next time they play in Wembley,
the
in FA
advantage that
Cup,
the
like
advantage that
semi
they,
or final, or even like the
isn't the advantage they get is more money?
that becomes their second home ground.
Aren't they getting more money?
They probably have to pay massive rent to Wembley.
Yeah, they do.
Well, that's their problem.
They're
Their
not
revenue,
making more money. They're losing money.
but their gates.
Nah.
Through the gate?
I don't think
I don't
so.
think so.
Mm.
Like they
'Cause they
might be
would've-
making money.
They
Like,
would have had sponsors lined up for that stadium, which they are now losing money. They're having to pay more to their contractors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that's
very
true.
unlike Daniel Levy. Usually, like he's pretty.
It's out of his
Spot on
hands,
with his
though.
money.
there's a construction
a
company
construction-
employed
Yeah, exactly.
to
I
do
thought
a
like it would
job.
be
on
The
top of it.
construction company
Yeah,
isn't
but that's like
Exactly.
like the
meeting a target.
He can't do anything.
yeah, but you can
Then
monitor
you-
it
you
so it
push
doesn't like doesn't reach to this stage. You can't be like, what's the
on? You're just rambling on, Carl.
I'm surprised by Daniel Levy. Usually he's like good.
What is he
disappointed.
do?
I think
that's
Carl's
good.
basically saying the responsibility lies at him to make sure it doesn't get to this point,
Yeah.
which is kind of right, but still, like
Like if you
we
monitor
don't
this from
know
the
what
get-go,
he did. We don't
it
know
doesn't
what
get
he
to this
did.
stage.
Yeah,
to
but if the
try
guy
to
promises he's going to deliver, like if he doesn't understand,
Yeah,
the
because he's
ins and
losing
outs
money
of-
now. That's on him. He's losing his own money. Like
Yeah, of course. Like that's
yeah, that's his like
the fans are unhappy with
exactly.
the club, which
The
is
chances
him.
are they won't make the top 4 as well. So he's gonna lose money there as well. So
That's
Either
gotta-
way, who cares where they're playing? Who do we think is going to win?
Oh, this is a tough one, man. I really, really hope it's a draw.
Yeah, everyone needs it to be a
Yeah,
draw.
But
everyone
even
hopes
a
it's a
Spurs
draw.
win
Everyone
would
but
be
those
okay.
two teams needs it to be a draw.
Spurs win would be all right, man.
Nah.
Yeah,
draw.
for the title, man.
I'm gunning for a draw. I'm hoping like they
Which
kill
one would
each
you
other.
rather? A City win or a Spurs win?
A City win.
That is so small time. I'm going to say it like that.
I agree with Sinan.
You're saying that because
Look at this guy on his
Arsenal
high
don't-
horse.
no,
2
it's
points,
'cause
2 points
this is
ahead
what-
of us.
this is your thinking. Arsenal don't have a chance at the title, but I'd rather Tottenham lose.
No,
His
it's
thinking
for us
is-
to get us into the top 4. How is that small time thinking?
Because
for
you're
us?
thinking of the top 4 and not the title. That's exactly what small
He's
time
right.
is.
He's, you got the
Well, yeah,
Arsene
we're
Wenger mentality.
rebuilding for.
Doesn't matter. It's still small time, guys. It's small time. Like you're thinking of 4th instead of 1st. That's small time. That's the definition.
Don't say it
That's
like
the
small time.
That is
say
the
it like it's
definition of
short
small
term.
time. No,
You
it's
say
not short
short
term. That's
term.
small time.
Not small time.
Come on, bro.
Hold
That's
on,
small
hold on.
time.
Where were your small time talks 3 or 4 seasons ago?
I was always,
Hey,
I was
Sinan.
always speaking small time.
No,
always
you
said
were
the same
still
thing to me.
talking big talk then.
No,
when
what
you
were
were
we saying?
small.
What was I saying?
But Sinan, if it was your like
If it was
rival,
Liverpool?
what would you want? Because Tottenham's also Arsenal's
First
rival.
and foremost, whatever benefits my team is what I want.
Exactly. So that's what I was saying.
But
And then you said
the
it was
ultimate
small
goal
talk.
is to win the trophy. That's the ultimate goal. And you're 2 points away from the top. And you're in a pretty good position. So you shouldn't be thinking 4th at this
Alright,
point in time. You
Sinan.
should be thinking 1st.
Sinan, can I ask you a question? Do you think Arsenal can win the title?
Of course they can.
That is such a lie.
They can. They come in 4th.
That is such a lie.
They can.
Are you saying there's a chance?
There is a chance. They're 2 points behind the top 2. Anything can happen. Come on, guys. Anything can happen. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding? Like, seriously, are you kidding me? Looking at that table, are you saying there's no chance? Of course there's a chance. Everyone's in that top 5 have a chance of the
It'd
title.
have to be a Bradbury moment. All 3 in front of them would have to fall over.
Well, it's possible. It's football. It's very possible. Are they favourites? No.
Like
But
Chelsea,
that
they
doesn't
weren't
mean
favourites when they
this
got
early in the
and then they
season you
won.
should be thinking of 4th.
If you look at those top 4s and you had to split 100 points for percentage of who has the highest percentage all the way down, what would you give each team?
Yeah, but it's so early in the season. You shouldn't be thinking like that. You should be thinking, look, we're in the race. We're in a chance.
Yeah,
We've
that's
got
why I
a
wanted.
shot.
That's why I wanted a draw, and then you gave me the ultimatum of which team do you want me to win. I don't want the team that's below
But to
us.
win the title, which is the ultimate goal for those top 5 teams, to win the title, what's your best chance? City losing or Tottenham losing to
A
win
draw.
the title? No, to win the title. Ultimately, who do you think is got the best chance of winning the title? City does. So who would you want to lose that
Well,
game? City.
For me, I didn't actually pick City to win this year. I picked Liverpool to win this year.
Yeah, okay, out of those top 2, whatever. Like City is like got to
I
be one of
think-
the favorites, right?
I think if your objective is the title, then yes, you're right, Sinan. But realistically,
Everyone's objective
Like-
is this title.
like Saif said, he would prefer to consolidate 4th place this early on in the season, and then
Why consolidate?
if in January, February, March,
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
still
If you
there,
ask me
then
this
he'll be
question,
considering
then
that.
obviously it's a different time of the season.
It's-
You can't be saying, asking me this question and saying, "Oh, it's small talk."
It is small talk, bro.
Small time.
Small time.
small time.
Small time.
You're thinking of 4th when you should be
You're,
thinking of 1st.
you're just small time, Saif.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh?
You got to get up the big boys.
Surely it is, guys.
I agree with
I
Sinan.
don't know.
I
I'm
hope,
always small time because I'm Newcastle
Man City
fan.
lose. Because that makes us...
I get it. They're your
Get
local
the,
city rivals, but I understand the draw. Yeah, I agree. Draw would be probably beneficial to everyone.
Draw would be perfect.
For everyone, yeah. But if you want one team to lose this early on, like,
Yeah,
who's
you
going to
want
drop
City
more
to drop
points?
points
Who's
against
going to
the
drop
big
more
teams.
points?
You think of it this way: if
City's
one
going to
of
drop
these,
less
if
points than
either one of
Spurs
these
will.
team, okay, wins this game, this gives them superior mental advantage. Okay, and it could be a roll-on effect. Okay, from now on, we're going all.
Okay, so
guns
you
ahead.
think that Tottenham can win the title with that ideology you just said? So if you're saying if
Well,
Tottenham
yeah,
win,
of course,
so then Arsenal's got an equal chance of it. So why don't you want Tottenham to win?
because
Give
they
a better
are
chance for
below us.
Arsenal to win
Because
the
they
title.
are below us right now. Okay, and they've got a full steam of momentum. They've won 4 games on the trot.
You've won more games on the trot.
Yeah, of
You've got
course.
better momentum.
Of course, but like this is what I'm saying. If they topple first place, they're going to be in box seat.
Nah.
Everyone's going to be looking at
They'll
Tottenham.
still drop points against like other teams.
Don't worry.
gotta
Man City's going to win. It's going to be like 3-0. Relax.
Nah.
That's not what we're discussing. You should be going for what gives Arsenal the best chance for that number one.
Yeah, and
thing
I
that-
said a draw.
Even a draw is probably not enough.
Of course it is.
They both lose.
At the end of the season, you're gonna probably look back and go, if you're in the mix, coming first, or if you came second, whoever comes second, you can probably be like, oh damn, I wish Tottenham won that game.
No, there could be multiple reasons why, because there's so many teams in the mix.
Yeah, but this
Can't
is like
pin it to one game.
But this is one of the teams that was most likely to take points away from City. Like, you know what I mean? You're like, oh,
Tottenham.
Of course, Tottenham is one of the top. They're one of the big boys
no,
now.
man.
Not anymore.
I
What
don't
do you
know.
mean?
Going off their style of play this year.
They're in the Champions League. You're not in the Champions League.
Yeah, that's because of last year's results.
Doesn't matter.
It's not because of this year's
You don't
results.
just go to shit after. Not
Well,
even.
what's
You're into
the-
this
What's the
following
nickname
season.
of Tottenham?
You're into the following season. You know
What
what I
is
mean?
it?
Shit.
Plenty of teams go shit one season later. What do you mean?
Yeah, but they're not going shit. They're coming fifth. They're 2 points behind. So you can't just go, oh yeah, they're going shit.
Have they improved from last year?
They're probably the same.
Yeah, they're pretty much exactly the
And
same.
the same team. That team could beat City. Why not? They are one of the more likely teams to beat City.
Predictions?
I think Man City will win this. Kane will go missing again, as always. They won't score a single goal.
Will Kane be claiming in Aguero's goals?
Yes.
Probably.
Surprised.
He's called Claim, isn't he? Not Kane. Claim. Harry Claim.
Harry Claim.
I think City will win. A
Yeah.
draw would be awesome, but if any team's got to win from the two, I'd want Tottenham to win.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
100% you want Tottenham to win.
Boo.
City's not going to drop points. The only time they're most likely to drop points is against the other big boys, and this is one of the other big boys.
So what's your prediction for this one?
I think City will win 2-0.
After all that.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
Okay. I'm just pulling
He's
your leg.
just
Calm
upset that you're not following Arsenal the right way.
No, I'm not even saying that. Shut up, Paul, man. You're the biggest troll, I swear.
You're not a good enough fan, because if you're a good enough fan,
Dude,
you
I'm not
want
saying
Tottenham
it.
to
I
win.
understand where you're coming from. Definitely. I understand.
he's
down.
cool.
Small steps, bro. Small
He's
steps.
I
put
get
in
it,
a very
but-
difficult place in Arden.
He's not. You should be thinking
He
big.
doesn't want Tottenham ever to win.
He upset because he thinks small time.
Yeah.
It's
That's what offended
It's like
me.
when Troop talks
small
with
time.
TY.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. That's a big word in football. We always say
Small time. Fuck. Anyway, what was your prediction, Paul?
3-0.
We still cool, bro?
I don't know. I'll be looking at you all like this all day.
I love you, bro.
I think Man City is going to be right up for this game. 3-0.
Yeah, of course you're
3-0.
going to say that. You support him.
2-1.
Laugh out loud. Calm down, small time.
Nah. I'll go for 1-1. A draw.
1-1? Hopefully. That would be good. But if any team's going to win, hopefully Spurs win.
Yeah.
We heard you, Sinan.
I just want to repeat it.
All right.
That
So
wraps up
in
all
that
the games, I
wraps
think,
up.
for the week.
Yeah, that does. That wraps up another episode of the podcast. Guys, thanks for watching.
Is that what I said?
No, he said Dick Lover. I heard Dick Lover.